This Earth of yours will be reduced to a burned-out cinder.
Real wrath of God type stuff.
Biblical. No, not yet.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
I came here to give you these facts.
Dogs in camp, living together. Mass hysteria.
We're going to live on. Today, we celebrate.
Flabbergasted by the Audacity.
No situations like that. I'm home. I'm home alone actually. So you want to come? I'm kidding. Yeah. So we have a shit ton to talk about. You know, we've missed a week. So most of these episodes are gonna tend to be a bit longer. So for people who are watching, listening, whatever the fuck you're doing, masturbating, strap in. It's gonna be a long one. But this is Flabbergasted by Audacity. I'm Jamal.
And I'm Patrick.
And dude, it was a fucking scorcher, huh?
It really was. It was disgusting.
Like, I like heat. Don't get me wrong. I love heat.
You do?
But I loved it. Oh, like humidity like that. Oh, it's like for me, I don't know what it is. I love the enjoyment of leaving my house and not putting extra clothes than what I've already like dressed in, like, you know, jeans and a shirt or whatever, like shorts and a shirt. I hate having to get to the door and then put on extra shit because it's fucking cold outside. I like it where I can just walk outside the house. Boom. You know? So
see, that's nice, but it's not enough to, like, it doesn't it doesn't remove from the fact that you sweat. It's uncomfortable. Everything's sticky and feels awful.
I mean, it was a little much. I will admit, like Monday and Tuesday, I think it was like what, up to 45 was like the humidex. Like that's a big issue. I like when it's just hot, not when it's humid. When it's humid and sticky like that, like I don't like it. But when it's just straight up hot, I can definitely enjoy it. My pool was fantastic. It was like 30 degrees in there. Oh, it was fucking warm in that bitch for the last couple of days. So that was really nice. But it was hot. I read it somewhere. I'm not sure if it's true because I just saw it in passing that Canada is warming up faster than every other country in the world. I think it's by like 2 degrees more than what the national average is. So say goodbye to winter. It won't be here for very long, apparently.
It's good for Canada because the reason the North isn't hospitable is because it's too cold most of the time.
Exactly, right. So I think in a way it's kind of a good thing in a way. So
not for the world, for Canada potentially.
Yeah, yeah.
Bigger population, more area, more land, better
exactly,
economy.
right?
Oof,
yeah,
good.
we have more people, you know. And speaking of people, I'm gonna start by stuff that we missed last week and then go into there. So, going into the whole, it's gonna be like a topic of things, and I'm all gonna connect together. You're gonna see it's like a web. So recently there was a spot. There was a meeting between all of the world leaders. I want to say like I know Carney was there. Trump wasn't at this one. I think it was in Europe or something like that. They had a lot of European countries. Basically, Carney was shopping for jets. That's basically what he was shopping for. He wants to shop that isn't America. He wanted to shop these European jets. He found some, and while he was over there, apparently American-made jets and companies that were made in America were finding it increasingly difficult to sell their jets to European countries because of what's been going on with the tariffs. So I found that pretty interesting that they're struggling to sell that. So then, while that was going on, we then had the G7 summit here in Canada, where Carney was there. Trump was there for this one. He only was around for a day because he had to go back for the war between Israel and Iran, which we'll definitely get into later on. And what was interesting was the fact that when he was at the G7 summit, he had said that there could be an agreement between Canada and America to end these tariffs, basically, in the next 30 days. So that happened about like a week ago. So we got about like 20 days left. And then to wrap it all up, we then had the NATO summit that happened 2 days ago.
So many summits.
And I don't know, summit after fucking summit, it's crazy. And this summit basically is they want every country a part of NATO to reach the 5% GDP of spending in an army, in your army, basically. Canada just got to 2%. And we need in Canada 15,000 troops, not 1,500. I know sometimes I say that incorrectly, but I'm saying this one correctly. It's 15,000 troops are needed for the Canadian Army to be at full capacity. So we have jets, we have boats, we have tanks, but we got no one to fucking use them. There's not enough people, basically, in the Canadian Army right now, which is kind of shitty.
It's because, first of all, patriotism's like an all-time low. It's never been particularly high for Canada, and it's never been like a thing. Because you don't like. Do you know anyone who's in the military? I know people who tried and they're just out of it because it's awful.
Yeah, no, like I have a couple of buddies, you know, who.
Like I know our friend Jason, but he's in the U.S. military, so.
Yeah, well, you know, Mackenzie was in the Navy, then he quit. Michael was in the Army, and he quit. So it's like, for what I've heard, it's like, you know, we're not the best country when it comes to war. Yeah, okay, the fucking that what is that called? There's a book or the rules of war, certain things that you can't do. What was it called again? The book.
Rules of engagement or something like that.
The Geneva Convention.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's either that or war. What is it good for?
Yeah, exactly right. But basically, we don't have the best army, and even like my buddy Mackenzie, I don't want to. Hopefully, there's no Americans or someone who wants to invade Canada listening. But like Mackenzie was saying, when he was in the Navy, if we were to go to war tomorrow, half of our Navy fleet, as much as they look ready, the boats are in terrible condition. Like, they're barely functioning as it is. At least half of them are barely functioning.
So it's like duct tape kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of time I used to speak to him when he was a part of the Navy. It was a lot of, I was just like, "What'd you do today?" "Oh, we repaired." It was a lot of repair. There was never like, "Oh, we're doing a mission." I think he went on one deployment to like Europe, but that was it. You know, so it's just not very good. It's not very good.
You know, but you insult me with a lot of confidence. I feel so safe.
Yeah, well, you know, but you know, for the longest time, until I guess I want to say until Trump took office, we've always been protected, whether you like it or not, by our big brother. You know, it's like, I think if you look at a lot of countries, if a country ever wanted to invade Canada, they're gonna go, if we invade Canada, it's like we're invading the United States. And we don't want to fight the United States because they have one of the biggest armies in the world. So, geographically speaking, we are one of the safest countries because we have one of the strongest armies right next door, you know? But I do understand where NATO and Trump are coming from in the sense that we have to pull our own weight. You know, it's like, we as a country, as much as we have countries like Iceland and Switzerland have no army, and someone can walk over there with like 100 troops and just call it a day. I think those are countries that, first of all, Iceland's in the middle of nowhere. I don't think no one really wants Iceland, to be honest. And Switzerland is surrounded by superpowers. You know, they got so many superpowers around them that they don't really need an army, just the way that Canada barely really needs their army because we have America. But we have to pull our weight. We have to pull our weight.
Well, it's crazy to think like, oh, missing 15,000. It's not that many in the grand scheme of things. Like, isn't the population like 40 million?
Yeah, it really is not. It really is not. But I think it's just the fact that the benefits of joining the Canadian Army compared to the American Army are so much better. Like, much of America, you know, is a big country, whatever. You know, I have heard many horror stories of their veterans not being treated correctly. Let's just say if you are, I want to say one of the few, but one of the most that survives a war and comes back, you receive a good bit of discount. Like I think you permanently have discounts basically everywhere that you go for serving your country. Is it enough? I don't really think so. But I
Well,
think they have better protections
from
than
what I understand, you get
Canada.
pretty much like a retirement plan, right? Like, so you get home, you get a monthly pay
Yeah.
until you die, pretty much. But the thing is
Yeah.
that they're not covered for is like mental health things. So if you've seen like
Yeah.
combat or anything, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Because they don't
Yeah,
help you
yeah.
in any way, and you typically end up being homeless for that
Yeah.
reason.
No, 'cause I've heard a lot, a lot of horror stories. I remember I was really not touched, but I was just like, wow, like that really fucking sucks. There was a guy who, just down on his luck. He came home, he lost his wife, lost his kids, and he was just drinking. He was drunk driving, and the cop pulled him over, and he was basically in tears. He was sobbing. He was like, "Listen, I don't want to be like this, but I don't know what else to do. I can't get any service help." Even the cop asked him, "Are you seeking therapy?" He goes, "I can't find anybody. Everyone's full." Like I felt really bad because you know what? The guy tried. It wasn't like the guy just fucking gave up, called it a day. Like he really tried, and nothing could have been done to help him. So it's like I think for the Canadian Army, it's just a lack of motivation. To be honest, I think America is one of the countries where it's like I'll give you one of the best examples I've seen so far. I recently went to Plattsburgh yesterday, and I went into their mall, which is a very sad mall, but it's the only mall in Plattsburgh, the Champlain Shopping Center. And inside the Champlain Shopping Center, they just installed a recruitment area if you want to be a police officer, basically. And they're open like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I have never seen a recruitment area anywhere in Montreal or in Canada for that matter. And if I have, it's gotta be really small. That shit looked fun. I saw the American one, I was like, fuck, I wanna go. It looked fun. The way that they like describe it, like, oh, you get to work on the job, you're respected, you have a uniform, you wanna be a correction officer? You could be one in 3 months. Good pay. It's like they make it look enjoyable. And the Canadian side, have you ever seen it? I've never seen it. Have you ever seen it
I've never
where
seen
like
anything like that.
there you go.
Well,
So it's
'cause
like
you remember we had like a career fair?
yeah, I remember they had it.
That was
yeah,
like the
but they
only
had
only time. That's it.
and it was very small. It was very small. If you remember, it wasn't very big.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting, and I wonder what's gonna happen first of all with the deal between Carney and Trump, and secondly, can Canada reach that 5% GDP? It's a lot of money. It's like $160 million. Billion, not million, billion.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like, that
Dude.
doesn't sound like them. Billion.
No,
Oh, fuck.
billion. Yeah, it's a lot of fucking money,
Yeah.
to devote to that. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be really, really interesting for that. There's some other stuff we can get into, a bit lighter stuff before we get into the really crazy stuff. So Mario Kart and the Switch 2 came out about a week and a half ago for the grossly overpriced of like $500.
Yeah, I feel like this is the first time a console has launched and you hear barely anything about it, and when you do, it's ultimately negative.
Yeah, it's a lot of it's very, very interesting because Nintendo's always been that the family console. They've always been the affordable console, and they took that and threw it out the window, basically. And they are trying to compete versus the PS5 and the Xbox, whatever the fuck. And it's not looking good. I mean, I say it's not looking good. They sold out in over an hour for all the pre-orders, so obviously I'm seeing something that other people are not seeing. But the lineup was weak. Mario Kart World, I've watched a lot of gameplay, and when it first came out, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little jealous. I was like, I'm not gonna pre-order it. The game looks really fun. And then I saw it, and I was like, I didn't pre-order it. It doesn't look like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I will.
And I'm kind of glad I didn't get it.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
Hello.
Oh my god! He entered
What
through
up?
a portal. Perfect timing, Isaiah. We're talking about Mario
Not the
Kart.
Switch. Yeah.
in the Switch.
I saw it and I was just like, yeah, it didn't really catch my attention. The only thing that really caught my attention was the whole like the backwards compatibility of the GameCube games that are going to be coming out. But for the price that it was at, it didn't really do anything for me. And when I saw Mario Kart World being played, to try and give you a perspective, Patrick, because I know you don't play any of the Mario Kart games.
I only
The
play
Grand
them with you
Prix-
guys. That's it. And I've never
That's true,
had any
right?
interest outside of that.
Well, okay.
I really don't get it. It's because for me, seeing all these like Mario Kart games, it just seems like how Call of Duty has a new game every year. Like, I don't give a fuck after a certain point. It's
Well-
the same damn thing, different maps.
Oh god,
Well,
don't even get me started about fucking Call of Duty, man.
Well, tangent. Black Ops 6 is coming out. I didn't even know 4 and 5 and
No,
4 and
Black
5.
Ops 7.
Oh,
7.
Seven?
See, it's like
Are you
Seven.
serious?
7.
Yeah, I was watching the goddamn. Okay, we're off topic, but I was watching the goddamn Xbox showcase with one of my European friends, and we made a joke about the final game being a Call of Duty title. We did not fucking know they were making a goddamn Call of Duty Black Ops 7. They mentioned
I
one of the
know
characters'
5 and
name
6.
was Mason, and I thought, oh fuck.
Here we go again.
But like 4, 5, 6 came out. I didn't even know. I didn't even know the 4, 5, 6 was even around.
Well, 4, isn't
so-
that where we played Zombies on?
That was 3.
That was fuck.
That was 3. I'm
Jesus
pretty sure.
Christ.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
No,
god.
3. You mean on the PS4?
Yeah, we got the.
Yeah. No, it was 3. It was 3.
God.
It was 3. So
Yeah.
it's like yeah. So if you remember, Patrick, when you're playing the Grand Prix on Mario Kart, you do 3 laps. Well, for most of the tracks, some tracks were 2, and then Mario Kart Tour was like a longer track, but it was still like it was laps basically, right? For the Grand Prix. Now the Grand Prix, you do the first race 3 times, but then the second course, you spend 80% of the course driving, hence the world, to the next course, and then you only do 1 lap on that course, and then rinse and repeat, basically.
That's weird.
So it's just very strange because then what happens when you get to that second course, you don't really get to enjoy it because you're only doing 1 lap, and it's like here you go, and then boom, you're gone. It's like the next one. So they did do apparently in versus mode when you're just like playing like with your friends, then you can do like 3 laps per course, which is fine. But I was watching it, and again, my favorite part is the fact that every fucking character that ever existed in Mario Kart, in the Mario universe, is in this game, which makes no fucking sense. Cause I want to sit down and talk with the people who wanted a fucking crab, a cow, a squid, a fucking the Goomba. Okay, maybe fine. He has no fucking arms, but I'll let it pass. It's an iconic enemy in Mario Kart, in Mario World, I guess you can say. And who else was in there? The fucking penguin. Like, who the fuck
The penguin's
wants these
iconic,
characters?
Jamal. Come on now.
The penguin is lying on his stomach.
Wait,
He's
is it
not even
King
driving.
Dedede, the other one, eh?
What?
Is it the penguin who picks you out of the water? What penguin?
No, the one that's the Lakitu. No, the penguin. Fuck. He's just a
The
fucking
penguins we
blue
frequently
penguin.
drop off the cliff and or stomp on in the 3D
Okay, do
games.
you remember? I'm not sure if you ever see like the memes like in Mario Kart, Mario 64, where there's like that one world where there's like a penguin. You could actually like throw the penguin off the fucking ledge and have it die, and the mom gets really mad at you. It's an iconic scene in the original Mario 64 for the Nintendo 64. Anyways, that penguin is a fucking racer. All he does is lie on his stomach. He doesn't even touch the fucking handlebars. I just want to know who said, yeah, guys, put him in there, get it done. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Well,
But
Yeah.
lots of younger people working on these new Nintendo games. They're about, a solid like 50, so they
Yeah.
know what's up.
I guess I don't know, man. I'm just not a big fan of it at all. But yeah, so that's being done. I thought this was really cool. I heard about this a couple days ago. I didn't even know we fucking made this. we can make artificial stem cells. And apparently someone made some artificial stem cells for people who are diabetic. And when they injected them with these cells, 10 out of the 12 that they tested no longer needed insulin. So we're basically eradicating diabetes. I thought that was really cool. However, they do have to take a pill so the white blood cells do not attack the stem cells, because of course it's a foreign thing entering your body. Your body naturally wants to get rid of it.
Would that be
So I
constant,
thought that was pretty
or just
cool.
for a certain period of time?
I think it's daily. It's like a daily pill that like you have to take.
So
But
so you're trading out one medication for another.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
you know, the monkey's paw curls. You know,
I'm-
measles come back. We solve diabetes.
Yeah, I guess.
That's how it goes, eh?
I would rather take a pill that had to constantly inject insulin. I think,
That is true.
of course, if you forget, now you're really fucked. But if you don't forget, you should be okay. Again, very small sample size, just 12 people. But a lot of people felt liberated. They felt more free. They felt like they can do more things without having that insulin pump injected into their stomach. So I thought that was really nice. I thought
Well,
that was
do you
really.
remember like 10 or 15 years ago when stem cells were just becoming a thing, and it was like everyone was
Yeah.
talking about like the what do you call that? Like, is it ethic to use it and all that? Because people kept comparing
Yeah.
it to using like baby tissue and whatnot or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so you have the meme in South Park where fucking this former Superman actor is cracking open babies and drinking them.
Yeah. No, I mean now I think you know, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, let them yell long enough, but we're still gonna do our shit type of thing.
Well, that's what I was
Just like,
thinking.
oh,
Like, are people
Yeah.
now realizing that it's not really that? It's like technically it is new tissue being developed, new cells, right?
Yeah.
And the cells that tell a body to develop, and that's how it
Yeah.
works in like a fetus or whatever. And you're just injecting it, telling it to do something different. So it's not a life in and of
exactly.
itself. It's just a form of cells. So I think maybe
Exactly.
people could come around to understanding that, possibly.
I hope so.
Or
because
maybe
it
you know
can
they
help.
just forgot.
They just forgot.
Well, no.
People do that all the goddamn time. You
Well, he's
know.
not wrong. You
It's
know,
true.
you look. You had the whole Israel Palestine and Israel Iran. We hear nothing about Ukraine. I heard one thing about Ukraine like the last week.
No, actually,
But
I
there's
heard about it
still
a
a war.
little bit. I heard about it a little bit, actually. Did you hear
Yeah?
they're
Okay.
putting, because you know drones are a big thing?
Yeah.
Oh, you talk about the drone strike thing that they did?
Not that, actually, that's interesting too, but the one I was talking about is that they started putting them on wires now, because they would essentially take a Black Ops 1 jammer and just jam the drones so they couldn't be piloted and
Yeah.
they just didn't know what to do. Well, now they have
Also,
them on
that's a
wires.
wire.
They're on wires,
That's
and I was
funny.
like, what the fuck? It's evolution,
We're
but
going-
backwards.
We're going backwards. Yeah, exactly. We're going backwards. Fuck. That's funny. Okay. How long is that fucking wire though?
That's exactly. Apparently, it's like
It's gonna be a
kilometers
long-
upon kilometers of wire, and your
Wow.
drone it flies into shit and explodes, right? So at some
Yeah.
point, the battlefield is just littered with wire.
Well, you know what's funny? So then this send like a really like a little like another drone, like a counter drone, that has like the propeller blades and just cut the wire. Just cut the wire, call it a day.
It's just a flying pair of scissors.
Yeah, you're talking about
Yes,
fucking Operation Spider Silk. Yeah, that was the drone strike I was talking about.
Yeah. Dude, that drone
yeah,
strike was
I-
crazy though. They just mailed the enemy the weapons and they just took off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Can you imagine opening a package like surprise, motherfucker, poo?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, I saw this video. I found it so funny. This guy was pranking poachers, where when they would
like
put like
porch
fake
pirates.
ac-
You're thinking of.
port pirates, and they would put like fake products on other people's doors, and they would wait until like someone would try and steal it, and inside was confetti, and the fart smell, like the fart spray.
Oh yeah, the fart in the can or whatever.
Oh, it's so funny, bro. Because like they get so mad, and I'm like, of all people, you should be the last one who's
Yeah.
mad.
You have
But there
no
was one
right to be
guy-
mad at that.
There was one guy, because there's a camera in each one of them. There was one guy who goes, "You got me. That was good." And I was like, you know what? I like that guy. That's cool. You fucked up, and you got fucked, and you laughed about it. I can take that. I can enjoy that. I think that's pretty funny.
Mhm.
In other news, also, Terry Fox's brother, Remember him? I forgot about him for
What's
a
his
minute.
name?
Ever since high school. But I didn't even know he had a brother, first of all. But his brother wanted to continue what Terry Fox started. I was thinking he's gonna run. No, this motherfucker's biking. Why?
That's cheating. It's so much easier.
I was like, I saw that. I thought it was like, nice memory, nice idea, but you're cheating.
It's interesting.
Your brother ran.
Typically for a sequel, you turn it up to 11. Man's like, I'm gonna turn it down. 9.
Yeah.
So was he supposed to do? The cut off both legs and then start running?
Well,
but
Jamal, is he handicapped in any way?
No, he's not.
So yeah, no fucking just run. Just run.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
come on.
Like,
I mean,
like,
hey, granted, I'm kidding, of course, but you know, it's a nice sentiment.
Well,
no, I mean it's still nice. It's still
that'd
nice.
be, cutting off both your legs to be like, nah, turn it up to 20. I'm crawling across Canada.
You know, it's like he's with like 5 other people. It's like 6 of them. He dipped his bike tire in the Pacific Ocean in Vancouver, and now he's going to bike. Right now. I think he's in Saskatchewan, so I think he's about like halfway. And now he's gonna bike all the way to St. John and then dip his front tire in the Atlantic Ocean, basically. So again, nice sentiment, but like when the video was done, I was like, yeah, but like his brother ran and he had cancer and he had
biking.
one fucking leg. I was like, dude, at least run. Like at least if you're gonna follow it proper. Come on, be nice. But yeah, I did find that pretty funny. And the last one, like I guess like the news that isn't like that fucking deep and intense. Canada finally released their own electric car. I'm not sure if you heard about this car. I think it's called the Aero or the Astro. Hold on, Canadian electric car. I think it was called Project Aero. Okay, I knew it was an A. Fully Canadian, fully designed. 98% of the parts come from Canada. They want to have 6 cars in the near future. The car looks very nice. I like the look of it. It's gonna be interesting. A lot of the parts are Canadian. The projected cost is gonna be like 20 million. And
I'm sorry, what? Per car?
No. Like to make the 5 cars that are like gonna be coming in.
Okay.
And basically, thanks to, of course, Canada, Ontario, Quebec had a very big part of this. TELUS, Ontario Tech, Windsor also had big parts to do in this car becoming a reality.
Yeah, Jamal,
It was
I don't know
seen.
if we're looking at the same car, it's fucking hideous.
I liked that.
This car looks like what a suppository feels like.
It's a chubby minivan. That's what it looks like.
Well, this is the first model. Let's see what the other models come. We don't know what they're gonna look like yet. Okay, let's see. Maybe they might make it better down the line. I think it's a good step for Canada in general. The fact that we even have an electric car in general that's made all Canadian, I think it's a good first step.
I don't care for electric cars. I don't.
It was unveiled in 2023, so it's been 2 years now in the making. And I'm hoping that it becomes better. They're hoping to have like a whole fleet. What I haven't realized, I'm not sure realized, just in Montreal, I've realized that a lot of delivery companies like FedEx, Canada Post, Intelcom, all their trucks, all electric. It's really cool. I think that's really great.
Yeah,
it's
kind of weird how I don't hear them coming anymore. It's so
exactly.
weird
No, you
now.
don't hear them.
Yeah, but
They
it
just
makes
drop it off,
sense though, because you can charge them back out where they come from, right? Like at the office or whatever, rather than taking them individually to like a gas station or having a truck come by, because then you have to pay for the truck down to come. So it makes sense in that way. But for a personal vehicle, nah, I'm good.
I'm still not there yet. I'm still like I think my next step is gonna be a hybrid at that.
Hybrid makes sense.
Yeah, hybrid's good, because the issue with there was a buddy of mine. He had a hybrid. He was telling me that basically that hybrid doesn't even need a charge port. How it works is when you are driving and when you brake, it conducts energy as you're moving, and that's how the battery charges by itself.
Yeah.
So I thought that was very cool how it's done.
The only problem I have with those kind of things, like the idea that it adds more moving parts, which increases the chances of something breaking.
For sure, 100%. And and in Canada, it's just not readily available. Like you just can't go anywhere to have your car charged. You know, like you have to go to specific spots to have your car charged. And the other thing too is like it really limits how far of a journey you can do because you have to stop somewhere and you're there for like at least 30 minutes, like minimum.
Yeah. Whereas gas, you're there for what, 4 minutes?
Yeah, 4 minutes, and then you're gone. You could do another 700 kilometers, no problem. You can't do that in electric cars. So that part, it's gonna get interesting. But going into a bit more serious topics, but also kind of funny. So Israel and Iran don't know what the fuck they are doing.
Thank
Did you hear
President
about
Cheeto.
bro, I've never seen Trump that mad. Trump looked upset, and for good reason. I can understand why he was upset for this one, but Joel, I've never heard a president swear. That was pretty cool. I was like, all right, I'll give you that.
Yeah, this is what happens when Palpatine's plans aren't working.
Yeah, bro, the
FYI.
guy was upset. Did you see that, Patrick?
Yeah, well, if I'm not mistaken, he's upset because they essentially reached a peace deal, and Israel's like, yeah, we agree, and then they proceeded to bomb something. That's it, right?
Basically, that's exactly what happened.
That's
like,
ridiculous. Can you imagine? Hangs up the phone, but the plane's already in the air. I drop it anyway.
it's like, bro, and you know what though? And I was really mad at Trump at first because the guy was like, I want to get the 2 weeks to figure it out, and then in the middle of the night, send the nukes, and he just fucking dropped like 4 of them. Like that part kind of pissed me off. I was like, bro, if you're gonna say that you're gonna get the 2 weeks, get the 2 weeks. Trump was like, nah. I pulled a psych, and then he just fucking dropped 4 and called it a day. Like that part was kind of fucked up. Cause I was like,
peace deal? What are you talking about? I already dropped the bombs already. The pizza's
exactly.
already here.
Pizza's here, and then then having the peace deal, and then Israel going, okay, no problem. And then I'm like, dude, like you can't. So he's really pissed off at Israel for good reason, for 100% good reason.
Yeah,
So-
it's almost like Netanyahu's a fucking psychopath or something.
Yeah, no, that guy's a little fucked. He's a little fucked in the head. But no, that
Like,
part,
he'd crack open a child just to get their stem cells.
yeah, 1,000%.
Delicious.
But
food.
and what I loved was I found this, and this is where I feel like the world has to look at this and go, wow, America really is a scary fucking country in terms of their military strength. They bombed Iran, right?
Mhm.
Iran has missiles that can reach American soil. But what did they say? We're gonna bomb one of your smaller sites that are closest to us because we don't want to fuck with you. Do you realize that? Do you realize how powerful that is? That you bomb the main country, their main areas, and what does Iran do? We're gonna bomb one of your smaller areas, like in like Qatar or something, because we don't want to fuck with you. And then they tried Qatar, and they missed. All the missiles got blown out of the sky. Nothing landed, and then Qatar said, "Oh, really? Now we're gonna bomb you." Iran needed that peace deal so fucking badly, because if they didn't, we would be removing Iran, the country, from our geography books in the next 2 to 3 years, because the country will be gone. It will be gone. It'll be eliminated, 100%, right? And tangent to add on to this. So, during the war, Canada and other neighboring countries have been trying to get their citizens out of the country, right? Granted, that's fine. I understand that. They cannot fly them out directly from Iran because the airspace is closed. I get that. No problem. There's this young girl who's been on the news for the last 4 days in a row, right? The first day that she was on, she goes, there is, and I quote her. This is not me paraphrasing. I'm not guessing what she said. This is directly from her mouth. She says, I do not want to leave because it is difficult for me to leave.
What? That's not really a reason.
No,
You can
I
still
really
want
think
to leave. You can still want
no,
that.
you want to know what I really think it is, Patrick? And if it is that reason, and this is just me guessing, if I am right, our generation's fucked. Because I think it's the fact that she's been on TV for the last 4 days that she's been riding this fucking high. For 4 days, but by the way, homegirl, somebody's gonna get her a new camera. That shit 480p. I want that 4K. If I want to see shit, I want to see shit 4K. That quality was garbage on her laptop or whatever the fuck she's using.
I mean, Joel, it's like the security camera fallacy, you know. We can see shit from space, but whenever they're trying to catch a convict, you know, that shit is like
44.
dot matrix shit.
Yeah.
But
You know,
the
give him a
UFO
break, give him a
footage
break.
In the world is all crap, and you're just like, it's a sphere. It moved across the sky. It's like, what? But dude, why are your hands so?
Yeah.
Are you having an epileptic seizure while you're trying to record? What's happening?
But guys, Jupiter, 4K. I got you.
4K.
You know.
Billions of miles away, we got this. 10 meters away? Oh fuck.
No, I can't, guys. It's impossible. So it's like I've been seeing this for the last 4 days. She's building the news, and I'm like, she just likes the attention. Because she can easily leave. They've been studying in cars day in and day out to get your ass out of the country. Why is she there? She's there for studies. All her family's in Canada. It's just her. It's just her.
They open the door for her, and she's like, I can't. I wish I could leave. Get in the car. I can't do it. It's so hard.
She doesn't want to leave. She doesn't want to leave. I promise you it's because she's been on the news. I promise you it's that. Some people just want to be like the center of attention. I promise you that, God forbid, and I don't wish her ill. I don't want her to die. But if she does die, I know they're gonna like she was on the news. They're gonna do her show on the news like she was there. She was so brave. No, she could have fucking left. But she didn't want to. She's like, I want to, but like I can't.
But what does she do? She's like reporting on shit, kind of like firsthand type.
No, they've just been interviewing her. They've just been interviewing her for the last like 3 to 4 days on CTV News. Every day that the war's been going on, I see this 480p bitch on my screen.
The next time she's on, you're like, so how you doing? Doing alright. With the regular shit to say.
Living the dream.
It's like the war's over now, so it's like she can't say anything. But it's like, bro, just go, like just leave. And what's so crazy that, you know, for me personally, if I had dual citizenship in Iran and Canada, unless I got all my immediate family in Iran, why the fuck am I going there? For what reason? That country is so. I'd rather be in Canada where I know it's safe than to be in Iran. Like, for what reason? What gravitates you to go there?
There might be one reason, Jamal.
What's the reason, Isaiah? Please.
Red pistachios.
Okay, alright,
He's
guys,
got a
alright.
point. He's got a point there.
This guy's gonna go all the way to Iran for. I could have had that ordered. That's fine, but like.
No, they only come from Iran.
No,
they
Jamal,
were banned.
Really?
Jamal, you've had green pistachios, right?
Yeah.
These are red.
Wow. Okay.
You don't understand, Jamal. They were banned, therefore they'll taste better when you have them.
Sinning.
Okay.
Feels good.
Sure, guys. Maybe, I guess, because I don't fucking know.
It's like with weed, you know. It tasted better back when it was illegal. That was just everywhere.
And that's a fact.
It's like, oh, this is so good. It's legal now? Yeah, it's alright.
I know. I can quit.
You know.
I'll quit.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? I have
take up biking instead.
I have a coworker. He's Russian, and he owns property in the Ukraine. And so this is a few months ago, so I haven't gotten like any updates. But according to him, Ukraine is a nice place, but they should give up to Russia.
That's funny.
And he's like full on. He can speak Russian, and it sounds so scary because his French accent makes him sound like a bitch. But then he'll speak Russian, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, calm down. I'll get you your money.
I'm trying to say, I can't find her, unfortunately. If I find her again, I will definitely. Oh, I know how I can find her. Give me like 2 minutes. Keep like I said, keep going with Patrick. I'm gonna find it on CTV News. I want to find this chick.
Alright, no problem.
Oh, well, you guys can talk about this, 'cause I thought this very interesting. You know that North Korea is opening the beach to like tourists, to like tourism? Did you hear about that?
That sounds like
Wow,
a
they really
trap.
just want money, don't they?
Yeah, no, they want to open up to to people they want to open up to China and Russia. That's all they want to open up to. Everyone else is pretty much banned, but they want to open up to those two places. They have to build like a mall and hotels and all that stuff to open up. But I found that very funny that North Korea is going to be doing that. I think that's very interesting.
They're still using CRT TVs from the 80s. I don't think that'll be a very, like, luxurious place to go to.
Well, don't they have that whole town on the border that no one lives, but
The
like they
fake
do it
town.
to make it look.
It looks so nice
make it
over
look
there.
like-
Psych.
There's like nothing over there. Okay, let me see if I can find
Sure,
this
well, that's the
chick.
Polly Pocket playset of destinations. You ain't getting shit from there, man.
Too funny. I thought I was like, okay.
Yeah, like, I don't care how nice it is over there. I would never go. I just had a fear of not being able to leave afterwards.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'd be scared to like it's like, oh, okay, I'm done. Oh no, you live here now.
You just get like, stupid
No.
Canadian, you thought you could
Yeah.
leave. Like, I
Yeah,
did
you stay
actually.
here now. No, you stay right here. The other thing, and this is not even like new like today. This has happened in the past, but I was just watching a video about it. So basically, they had I was watching this video. It was like horror, not I guess horror audio, like horror stories, but basically like
Is it that
videos
fuck
that
I remember you showed me some weird video and you're like, dude, it's so creepy, and it's like the moon and it makes noises and stuff.
yeah,
And I was
it
like, Jamal, what the fuck is this? And you're just like, it's scary, right? And I'm like, not really.
I liked it.
You gotta watch it alone at night. And I'm like, that's pretty gay, bro. Pretty gay.
I thought it was pretty cool.
I just think
But
it's just weird. Like, horror movies, nah. Weird random videos on YouTube with VHS quality, yeah.
Okay, well,
Oh
hold on.
boy,
hold on.
I got a game for
Have
you
I
if you
found
like
her?
random audio bullcrap.
Have I found her? Have I found her? Have I found her? Where the fuck is this chick?
You made her sound very popular, Jamal. I don't know why you're having so much difficulty finding her.
Yeah,
I know,
Did you make
I-
up this story on this podcast?
Yeah.
No, I wish. Fuck, that would be a crazy story. No, I didn't. I think I know it's one of these videos because I saw her in there. Is it this one? Let's try this video. I see the guy. I see the people. I see the family. Where the hell is this chick?
You know,
God damn it.
sometimes I think we're progressing as a podcast, and then Jamal just Googles shit and mumbles for 5 minutes.
You
I'm
know,
gonna find it, but I'm not gonna find it anyway. What was there was one other thing I wanted to talk about. I thought was that's good. Good thing I mean no.
you know what we can talk about instead of just mumbling? So Jamal, you like Scrabble, right?
Yeah, I love Scrabble.
And have you heard of this game called Balatro?
Yeah, it's a card game. I know. Yeah.
Heard of
Well,
cilantro.
really?
It's a card game. It's cards.
Really,
I haven't played it,
Patrick?
but it's cards. What Patrick? I didn't hear what Patrick said. What do
He
you
said, "What's Balatro?"
I'm done.
No, I said
no.
I've heard of cilantro.
This guy.
Okay.
But you are correct. I do not know what cilantro. What?
How do
yeah,
you not know about
Well-
Game of the Year 2024 Balatro?
And this is
Yeah,
wait,
Patrick. I even quizzed you on it.
that was that.
Yeah, but Ultra. It's a card game.
Yeah, it's a roguelike poker game.
It's pretty fun actually. I've seen it, but I haven't
Yeah,
had
you,
really
you
set
play it
time
on
to
your
play it.
phone, so you know it's official.
There you go. That's how you know. And why did you play it? Is that why is that?
No, I found a game that was inspired by it. It's called Wordatro.
And
It's-
it's a roguelike, but it's words.
It's a roguelike, but it's words, and it has the same
Okay.
rules as Scrabble. I think you should probably
Okay.
check it out.
I might have to
It
take a
came
look
out
at it.
yesterday. I bought it yesterday. The developer followed me because I said their game was cool.
That's good. Hey, that's pretty cool. Well, I mean, I've been getting my itch back to play my Satisfactory game, the game where everything's automated, so I can scratch my autistic brain because I love that game so much. But I found that I was like, oh yes, it's so amazing. Oh, that was the other thing. That was the last thing. So, recently in sports ball, specifically the NHL, the Florida Panthers have been Stanley Cup champions again for back-to-back years. But that's not the highlight of the story. No, the highlight of the story is the Dairy Queen afterwards. Apparently, the whole Florida Panthers organization went to this Dairy Queen. Do you want to know the bill of this Dairy Queen, Patrick?
How many people?
Take a guess.
How many people? You know?
On a hockey team, basically, there is God. Well,
What,
there's
25?
4 lines. Yeah, around I would say like 20, 25 players on the team, but then you have to include the coaching and all the staff, right? Basically.
Okay,
So
these are
they
big
celebrated
boys. They want to let loose.
Yeah.
Got a bit of a sweet tooth. They're gonna get extras, I'm sure. They're gonna go big or go home.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say $3,000.
$3,000. Okay, Isaiah, do you have like a guess?
$2,000.
$2,000. So I want to read you the official article here. So basically, remember, this is a Stanley Cup, so you have been fucking playing your ass off for like 82 games. You do all the fucking playoff rounds to get there at the end, all that stuff. So at the end of it, the Florida Panthers spent at the singular Dairy Queen $38,431.
How the fuck? They all get a cake? The cakes are expensive. They got cake.
I don't know what they got, but that was crazy. And my favorite part is, so there's a famous player named Brad Marchand, who's actually from Nova Scotia, funny enough. He was traded from the Boston Bruins, who he was like the fucking poster boy of that team for years. To put that into perspective, let's look at it in the sense of, imagine if the Minecraft dirt block was no longer the logo of Minecraft. That's how big of a trade, and like the new block was the fucking sandstone block for some reason. Like, that's how big of a trade this was to send Brad Marchand from the Boston Bruins to the Florida Panthers. Every Boston fan committed suicide. No, they didn't really, but wanted to commit suicide that day because that's like their favorite player. Like, everyone goes, when you say Boston Bruins, you think of Brad Marchand. So it's a very big player to get traded, right? Why I'm saying this whole story is because the Dairy Queen Twitter, or X, commented and added Boston Bruins official Twitter account and said, "Thanks for Brad Marchand." That's all that they wrote. Which is the most pettiest, funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. But yeah, $38,000 that was given to that Dairy Queen, and Brad Marchand actually worked that day at the Dairy Queen, filling out orders for other clients that were there, basically. So I thought that was a nice, but I think it was also very nice because it was like a nice little local restaurant. Wasn't like anything too crazy, and they actually had called the Brad Blizzard the treat of champions, only for one day, which was chocolate chip cookie dough. And that doesn't sound more American. I don't know what does, but I thought that was very, very funny.
Just put it in a burger.
Put it in a burger. Yeah. Actually, you're right. Put it in a burger. That would probably be a bit more American, I guess you can say. So, yeah, that's all that I have. Patrick, did you have anything today? I felt like we covered most of it, but I'm not sure if you had anything extra. Is Patrick alive?
Oh, he did.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
What happened?
I don't know. I thought you heard me. So weird.
No.
Okay.
That's why I was asking, like, do you have anything else, Patrick?
So Sydney Sweeney has bathwater soap. I ordered one.
That is literally month-old news.
Yeah, this is how backed up I am with stories.
Oh, hold on. Who the fuck? Who that?
Sydney Sweeney, the woman that conservatives finally discovered because she has big tits.
Yeah.
I've never seen this woman
Isaiah,
in
are
my
you
life.
saying she's not attractive?
She's attractive.
Okay.
I've actually never seen this woman.
Just, you know, I've literally seen.
I do not
better.
like her teeth. Have you seen her teeth?
She was
Bro.
in Euphoria and unfortunately the Madam Web movie.
No, but has anyone seen her teeth?
Her tits,
Jamal,
of course.
They're
you
massive.
have no stance to talk about.
No. I like
Boom,
Zendaya,
roasted.
black, but like her teeth are big, bro. Like she does have good tits. I'll give her that. Tits are.
Okay.
Point.
Now repeat
Awesome.
that exact sentence to your girlfriend and see what reaction comes out of it.
She might like her. I have no clue. There are some women that like me and her agree on. She was in, what? Oh, I heard about this one. Anyone But You. That was like a romantic rom-com, I think. She was in The Handmaid's Tale. Really? I didn't even know about that.
Why do you watch
She was in. No. She was in 90210 apparently.
Would have been pretty young. Then.
She was booted up her
Yeah, it was
Wikipedia
pretty young
page.
in that one. Yeah. How old is she now? She's 27.
She's like, yeah, she's our age.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that means
that's weird.
2008, 2013, so she was in her teens for sure.
We're so old.
I'm fucked. You telling me, dude? Actually, I felt really good. Yes, I was coaching soccer yesterday, and I was in St. Lambert because a lot of the original coaches on that team are kids, and it was their graduation today, so I was covering, and there was this young guy that was there with me. His name was Alex, and he goes, "I'm like, we're playing," and I said, "Listen, Alex, I want to let you run." He goes, I'm too old to run. Like I said, I was too old to run. And then Alex goes, "You're 20," and I was like, "No, I'm 27." He goes, "You're 27?" Like, fuck, black don't fucking crack. I was like, "Fuck yeah, baby." So that was a really nice moment for me. I felt really good about that.
Well, Jamal, if you
That I
shaved,
looked
if you shaved, you'd be like, that's a tall 10-year-old. Right?
You know what? I think so maybe that's what it was. It's a very good chance. Yeah, that's a tall 10-year-old. I fucking hate you. That's like really funny, but I hate that.
That's a huge
But,
bitch. So, yeah.
But yeah, no, I felt really good. And lastly, I'll end it. Do you have anything, Patrick? I want to end it with this story because I found it so fucking funny. But do you have?
Don't use the bathwater.
This is my guide again.
No, it's a soap. Made with said bathwater.
Yeah, if you using it got like super sick. Oh really? Oh okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
no. You're gonna break out into hives and die of diabetes or something.
I was gonna like get it like in a plate glass box, right? And keep it for like a decade and then sell it for profit.
You know, you could just give it to someone you hate.
No, but Patrick, even if you get diabetes, we'll just inject you with stem cells. You're good.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have multiple avenues to cure this type of stuff, so you're fine. We'll
But,
we'll give you the cells and Ozempic, just really just put it down.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Have you seen the new AI videos coming out? They're scary AF.
Which
Yeah.
ones?
I did hear about it. I heard that.
All of them.
Yeah, I just heard that like a lot of companies are going towards that because it's so much cheaper to make.
Dude, you can make an ad in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, they're all terrible. Want to see this fucking Domino's pizza ad?
Well, the point is that the progress they're making in such a short amount of time is insane.
It's getting better. Like right now, you can still kind of tell, but it's getting harder and harder. At least for me, I don't watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
So when I do see ads, sometimes I'm like, fuck, I can't even tell. Is that real? Is that fake? Like it's hard for me to tell sometimes, to be honest.
Well, unfortunately for me, I live in the future, so unfortunately, yet again, I could tell this stuff right away compared to everyone else on this planet.
But but you can admit it's getting closer. Like back 5 years ago, AI ads weren't even like a thought.
Yeah,
it was
Will
3.
Smith couldn't even get spaghetti 5 years ago. Okay.
It
wasn't 5 years ago. It was 3.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm being a stickler about this. This shit really impedes on my business, so I have to pay attention to it.
That's true, because I guess I heard that there's like an art competition, like someone like got disqualified because they thought that their art was AI. That's like another big thing that's going on, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
There's a lot of art being AI. Yeah, I did hear about that. That part I did hear about.
Well, it's everywhere.
But,
even in music. Yeah.
Yeah, AI music.
AI music. Yeah.
You were over last time when I told Chloe about the AI music he's been listening to because he didn't know it was real.
Yeah, he thought it was real music and it's AI. No, it's true, and it's like, it's scary because I remember like what 2 or 3 years ago there was like AI of like, oh, Michael Jackson sings a Bruno Mars song or Bruno Mars sings like a, and you could tell that was AI. I recently heard an AI song and I was like, fuck, if I didn't know it was AI, you could have fooled me. Like it's getting closer. It's crazy.
It's crazy, and it's
Yeah,
like,
it's getting closer, but also not really. It's okay. Because
what?
this technology constantly feeds off of what's currently there, it's eventually going to feed off itself because there's way too much information
Like
that it's
caught in a loop,
producing at the
essentially,
exact
is that
same
point?
time.
You need some tail.
Yeah, it could be caught in a loop. I mean, it depends. Like I've seen some ads where like the girl has like 9 fingers. I'm like, okay, like there you go, like it's fake.
I mean,
You know?
even still,
She has
like,
a condition, Jamal.
once these AIs become self-aware of what they are, they just kind of break down and inevitably become racist. That's another funny thing that happens to a lot of these AI models.
It's very
You know
strange.
why? If you put like an ad for chicken, you only get black people.
Well, remember
Yeah.
Google had their thing, and they're like asking for like I don't know, like George Washington. It's a black dude. It's like, huh? But why?
That's funny. I know about that, but that's pretty funny.
Yeah, also, I can inform you about all of this stuff because once again, I'm like that one fucking Always Sunny sketch where Charlie look at the wall with the string and stuff like that. That's just me.
Yeah.
That's me with AI. I'm
It's like-
tracking every single bit of this crap.
Who
Wait
is
for his
Pepe?
Okay.
downfall.
Pepe's down the hall. He's waiting for his mail. Huh. This is all fucking waste of
What?
time. That's the actual
Yeah.
joke in the show.
Oh, yeah?
Because
Okay.
they're working at a mailroom, and he's like, "Who is this person?" I think it's Pepe, the name. Pepe isn't real. All this mail going to Pepe, but what is Pepe? Who is Pepe? What does it mean? He's like, Pepe is down the hall. He's been waiting for his mail all week. He's like, oh.
Oh, okay. But okay.
He thought it was some
I
sort of
never watched the show.
controversy. You have to. It's one of the greatest sitcoms of all time. Sadly,
If you
it's,
have
it's-
Disney Plus, it's there.
yeah, it's fallen off a bit in the recent seasons, but the first 10 are gold.
Okay. All right. I might have to take a gander at it. But yeah, I'll leave you with this because I found this so fucking funny. And to be honest, it's like it's funny, but it's also just like why. So I coach women's soccer, and my team has been doing really well. We recently played a team and we lost. We lost 1-3. It was our first loss of the season. I was upset. The girls were upset. I get a text. One of my girls, sorry, not even me. One of the girls gets a text from another player from another team, and she goes, "Hey, did you just play the team that we lost to?" She's like, "Yeah." She goes, "Well, that team cheated." I'm like, "What do you mean they cheated?" So in soccer, like in anything else, you have divisions, right? Teams that are in higher divisions cannot aid the lower teams, basically. And if they do, it's gotta be one player. It can't be multiple players. This team took down like 2 girls from 2 like a division above us. So they're just better soccer players, right? And they brought them down to our division just to play us for that one game because they wanted to win so badly, right? Because of this information, I sent an email to the league, and they saw they're like, yeah, no, you're right. They actually did cheat, and they lost the point. Their city got fined $5,000, and we stay undefeated. So basically, they just costed their city $5,000 because they wanted to win a fucking low match soccer game. I'm like, guys, taking this a bit too far, guys. Taking this a little bit too far for my liking. Don't understand why teams are cheating to win looks like a soccer game. I'm not even FIFA.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is just FIFA, but this is like 1,000 times sadder.
Yeah, it's like really sad. Actually, what's even funnier too? Team Canada was playing soccer versus Ecuador. You know that I've never seen a game where one team got 2 red cards. For people who don't know, if you get a red card in soccer, you just lose a player. Like you start with 11 versus 11. If you get a red card, your team now only plays with 10 players for the remainder of the game. They lost 2 players, and I think they accumulated over 45 fouls. On average, a soccer game has about 20 for the whole team. They had 45, just one side. So everyone in the comments was going, Ecuador, were you playing soccer or WWE? Because I'm very confused. I was like, dude, I mean, Canada won, but I was like, dude, Ecuador needs to get their shit in order. It's very funny. But I'll be keeping track of that World Cup because it's Canada versus Guatemala. I don't know why Saudi Arabia is here, because it's all North and South American teams: Panama, Guatemala, Ecuador, Peru, Chile, Mexico, America, Canada, and they're like Saudi Arabia. I'm like, why? Where? It's like the one team I was like, I don't get it, guys. I don't know why they're here, but okay, cool. So, and they won too. They're playing against Mexico. I wish them the best of luck, but I doubt they will beat Mexico, since Mexico lives and breathes soccer. But I've seen miracles. Imagine Saudi Arabia just wins the whole thing. They get to the end. I never thought that we'd get this far. That's kind of cool.
They're good at
Glad that
fighting
we're here.
games. Not sure if they're good at soccer though.
They're good at fighting games? Really? Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck! I didn't know.
Like Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, they're fucking great at fighting games.
Like Street Fighter?
Well, there's no streets over there, so.
I'm done. Dirt Fighter.
When I say fighting games, Jamal, I mean all of them.
Oh, okay, damn. Fuck, I didn't know.
Yeah, did you know that people? Did you know that people on the other side of the planet can also get a PS5?
No way.
No, they can't.
No.
They're being bombed right now. They're not allowed.
And did you know they walk in single file to cover their numbers?
Well, Patrick, so now it's not my mic. This is your turn, because your mic keeps cutting it out, buddy. I don't know what's going on with you.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling it too.
I know last time it was me, but this time it's you. He's gone. He's dead.
Yeah, I'm taking away his
I don't
energy.
know what's going on.
I'm eating your audio.
Absorbing the energy.
Seems like
He's just taking it. He's taking it away from us. But that's all the time that I have, because I have to get dressed. I do have a gig to get to today.
Jamal's been naked
But
this whole time? Jesus Christ.
What?
You've been naked this whole time?
Partially. Anyways, this has been Flabbergasted by Audacity. I'm Jamal.
That was Isaiah.
That was
Isaiah.
Awful.
You have to say your name. No, you have to say your name. Is your name awful?
Yeah, my name's Awful. Nice to meet you.
I'm Patrick. Goodbye.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys next time. Isaiah ruined it. Isaiah ruined the whole ending.
The decision rests with you. Rests with you.